your obsession with the Queen, that you seem to have lived most of your life wanting to meet the Queen.
Well, it was, yeah, when I was quite young, I saw the Royal Variety Show, and the comedian that was on had met the Queen. So I assumed that meant you must be really funny to meet the Queen. You have to be... Like, she says, he's funny enough to meet me. I thought that's how it worked.
They command you to be funny?
Yes, in the Royal Command performance. They literally command you, you know. So I had it in the back of my head that I should meet the Queen one day, then I can say that I finally made it as a comedian.
But you did get to meet her, though.
Then finally, this year, and it genuinely was true that at the end of the book, I was trying to think of a way of ending the book, and I'd mentioned wanting to meet the Queen in the book. And literally, as I was trying to finish it, I got a phone call to ask if I could do the Jubilee concert this year and host it. And I thought, this would be great, I get to meet the Queen. And there was so much pressure. Everyone... I mean, we were all nervous about doing the gig, but I was more nervous about ending my book. So I had to meet the Queen. And I had to get the photo. And so that she come, and they chucked out everybody that wasn't... It was such a small room. So the person who was going to take the photograph couldn't take it. So she said, I'm being thrown out, it's just you lot that were in the show. So she hands me the camera, and I see Alfie Boe, the opera singer, and I go, Alfie, mate, don't mess this up. There's the camera. Make sure that when you've got to get this shot.
Yeah.
And I think if you have a look at the shot, it's not exactly what you call...
Everyone's in it.
Everyone's in it. I'll tell you what.
I recognise that bloke.
You recognise the bloke?
Yeah.
If I was going to rechange the whole story. I didn't want to meet the Queen. I always wanted to meet Kylie Minogue and Lenny Henry.
Yeah.
I thought then it might work. So, but bless him, I didn't give him much warning. I said, press that button and just hope for the best, and he did.
And did she talk to you, or you just met her?
She was great, actually. She was really... She did this thing with Gary Barlow and Kylie. It was their job to show around everybody. And I think Kylie didn't know who I was and panicked and just backed off because she didn't want to introduce me. And so the Queen was left stranded on her own. And we were making polite conversation around. I saw the Queen looking around as if to go, usually I'm dragged away at this point, but no one's coming to get me. So I said, you staying at the Premier Inn with Lenny? And she said, not doing that.
And you met William as well, didn't you?
I met William, yeah. That was interesting, because he was really nice. He came up and he said... we get to go to the palace afterwards, and his opening line to me was, you need to get some new jokes. And I went, listen, I don't tell you how to be the future king. And he laughed and went, I'm only joking, I'm a big fan of Not Going Out, my sitcom, and I thought, that's so exciting. And I was just about to talk to him, and then Cheryl Cole started talking to him, and he's far more interested in her, and I had to wander off. If I ever see that woman... Oh, she's coming on.